Welcome back to Bipolar Talks, where we approach mental health conversations mindfully, honestly, and with compassion. If you're navigating life with bipolar disorder or supporting someone who is, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need to hear this. It really helps us spread awareness and keep this channel going. Last time I had a full-blown manic episode. Hey there, friend. Today I want to share something deeply personal and a little heavy. The last time I had a full-blown manic episode. It was August 2007, almost 18 years ago. I wasn't working, I was off my meds, and it turned into a wild ride that left a lasting mark on me. I was off medication, unemployed, and completely unaware of what was about to unfold. Ever wonder what mania actually looks like in real life? Stick around, this might surprise you. Trip that turned into a warning sign. I decided to take a solo trip to visit my brother in Ocean City, Maryland. I was living in Washington, D.C. at the time, so it was a 3-hour drive. I felt excited, energetic, maybe a little off, but nothing that seemed serious. I was in what you might call euphoric mania. I felt great, invincible even. Have you ever felt so good that it seemed almost unreal? That was me at the start of this episode. Driving the wrong way. Literally. The first big sign? I drove the wrong way down Philadelphia Avenue, a major street. 2 young boys saw me and laughed. Instead of brushing it off, I flicked them off and laughed back. Then I told my brother about it like it was funny. He didn't laugh. He was shocked. That moment really stuck with me. That wasn't like me. That wasn't who I usually am. What would it feel like to watch yourself act like someone else? That's what mania can do. Alone, wired, and sleep-deprived. While my brother worked, I spent a lot of time walking the boardwalk, talking to friends on the phone, not eating, and barely sleeping. Sleep deprivation is a major red flag with mania. At the time, though, I didn't recognize it. Ever been too wired to sleep? Even when your body begs for rest. That's when things start to unravel. The night that took a turn. One night, we all went to a bar, and later to a house party with his roommates. I saw how much my brother drank, and it upset me deeply. Suddenly, I ran off with a guy we'll call Jamie, a coworker of my brother's who was nothing but respectful. I felt hot, another symptom of mania, and convinced him to swim in the bay, fully clothed. Yes, it was gross, and yes, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Can you imagine acting on impulse with zero filter? Mania removes the brakes from your mind. The spiral of paranoia and hallucinations. Back at my brother's place, I started obsessing over a photo of our other brother and his family. I convinced myself my brother Rob was deeply unhappy because he didn't have a family of his own. I wasn't sleeping. I started seeing demons, purple, glowing hallucinations in the dark. I wasn't afraid of them, but I knew they weren't real. When reality starts to slip, how do you hold on? For me, it just kept slipping. When reality begins to warp, how do you hold on? Wandering in the night. One night, I left the house in pajamas and socks trying to find Jamie. I got lost. A man in a pickup truck flashed his lights at me. I thought he assumed I was a prostitute. Panicked, I flagged down a cab and asked to go to the police station. The cab driver kindly offered to take me back to my brother's house instead. He didn't charge me. Looking back, I'm so thankful for the kindness of strangers during this terrifying time. Imagine acting on zero impulse control. Mania takes away your brakes. What does safety look like when you can't even trust your own thoughts? What if you can't trust your own thoughts? In that chaos, kindness can be a lifeline. Screaming and breakdown. Back at the house, I exploded. I woke everyone up, yelling at my brother that he needed to change his life. I was screaming that he needed a family and better friends. He tried to calm me down, telling me I wasn't well. I insisted he was the one with the problem. The next morning, reality hit. Everyone had seen and heard everything. I was mortified. Have you ever felt embarrassed beyond words? That morning I did. Hotel negotiations in scary spaces. I couldn't stay there, so I went hotel hopping. Somehow I thought I could negotiate hotel prices like I'd seen on TV. One old hotel agreed, but the room was awful, tiny, dark, and terrifying. It made everything worse. Even in moments of chaos, our brains try to find control, sometimes in the strangest ways. Mom to the rescue. Eventually, someone called my parents. It might have been me or my brother. My mom drove 7 hours to come get me. When she arrived, I was in rough shape. She took me back to my apartment in DC. I didn't get hospitalized, although looking back, I probably should have been. I wasn't even on medication yet. I just stayed home and slowly recovered. The love of family can be a lifeline, but it's painful knowing how much they suffer too. Reflection and regret. Out of all my manic episodes, this one hit the hardest. Not because it was the wildest, but because it deeply affected the people I love, especially my brother. It happened in his space, and he had to see it all. Mania is not just about us. The ripple effects hit everyone around us. Have you ever hurt someone while unwell? That guilt doesn't fade easily. Mania doesn't just impact the person going through it. It leaves ripples in every relationship. Have you ever hurt someone just by being unwell? That guilt can linger long after recovery. A note on medication and hope. Since then, I've been on lithium. I've had hypomanic moments, but nothing like that again. I'm aware it may not be my last episode, but I hold on to hope. I manage my mental health better now, with support, medication, and awareness. I still get hypomanic moments, but I've avoided anything like that episode. I know another full-blown one could happen, but I've got tools, medication, and support. Could this be your sign to reach out? Whether you need help or want to be a lifeline. And if you're going through this too, you're not alone. There's help, healing, and a future beyond the chaos. Could this be the sign you need to reach out, ask for help, or offer it to someone else? Please do. Thank you for spending time with me on Bipolar Talks. I hope this story offered a glimpse into what mania can really look like. Not the glamorized version, but the real, raw, human experience. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Your support helps break the stigma and builds a space for honest conversations. Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only. Please continue to consult with mental health professionals for guidance specific to your situation. Take care of yourself. We'll talk again soon, and I'll see you next time.